Alright, welcome back to another stream of Control and the continuation of the main story with mission number 7, which means we're about 4 missions away from finishing the main story. And yeah, that's what I shall concentrate on today. I'm still gonna be doing like maybe a few side missions, but I definitely wanna try to get closer to the ending today. And yeah, kind of like see where the story's headed. I think we're about to actually meet our brother, finally. And yeah, I think he has an open word with us, because he ain't too happy about us leaving him here in the Federal Bureau of Control. And I feel like he's having a reason to take revenge, or have some sort of desire to do so. I kind of like dealing with a pretty bad case of allergies today, so I might not be reading every little document we find, but yeah, depending on how I do, I might just display them, but not read it out loud. But yeah, let's get back into it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna actually start with the fridge duty here, because that's something I kind of like promised a side character, who has to look at the fridge until somebody, you know, relieves him of that duty. But nobody actually came to, you know, take his place, I guess. So we gotta find a way for him to kind of get a break, I guess. And that was in the Panopticon off floor. Which should be pretty close by here. Yeah. I mean, this is 4th floor right now, so it should be somewhere here. Oh yeah, over here.
Keep your eyes open. Keep them open. Hope. Hope. Hope.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you. Thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes. They can't. They can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip. And
Right position,
I think I
Gareth.
can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
Hey there, Maxi. And
Right position, Gareth.
on that first claim there. Hope you're having a good day so far, dude.
Keep your eyes open, Philip. Keep them open. Open, open, open.
Open, so we gotta find Langston, who's at the Panopticon entrance, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, going pretty good, Maxi. Kinda like dealing with a pretty bad case of allergies today, but apart from that, it's been alright. Nothing I'm not used to. I have no idea. We further up here, apparently. Is there like a way for me to fly into this elevator? Yeah. Doing good, work is crazy this week, just never stops. I gotcha. Hopefully get a break at some point, because, I mean, you know, having stuff to do and being busy is one thing, but, it can be nice, but, you know, being busy non-stop definitely also has its drawbacks. This guy's gonna heal himself.
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day, I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well. How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say singing?
Flipping the lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor. Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them, the inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Well then,
I told Salvador it was dead.
let's go back to Philip here. I reckon we can just take the... Never mind. I think the elevator was on the other side actually. Could also teleport actually, what I think about it. Also, we have 9 ability points. Which means we now have enough points to actually get... Ah, never mind. We can only get this one if we actually go this route to unlock the best launch damage, apparently. Oh. So I also have levitate upgrades now. Like a ground slam ability. That's pretty cool. But I think I want to upgrade the launch fully first. So gonna go this route here to increase the launch damage. And yeah, upgrade it further, I guess. Now we need another 5 ability points to get the multi-launch. Also, hey there, Harbinger. Welcome in, and thank you for the point contribution there to Valhalla. Actually getting quite excited now to be getting to Valhalla again. Did, in a way, miss that game, actually.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Jesse? The French is doing something!
Philip? If I look away, it hurts me.
What a bust out of a fridge.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. Fuck? There's no Black Pyramid here.
Get some health back here.
The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
Employee incident. Incident in question occurred on blank and was brought to HR department attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to reports supported by the security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal. A homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had blank his meal. Agent Filson began to kick the bro-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. This behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon after. Filson complied with security's commands to desist. Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommends one of the non-mandatory counseling sessions. Also got a new hotline here. Amazing. You can fast travel. I didn't know that. Right, time to find Langston.
How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
Okay. So that unlocks like a new kind of like a mission line there in regards to Langston. Fair enough.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Okay. I probably won't focus on this quest in this playthrough, to be honest, because there's quite a few locations I have to take care of. If I come across them, then I probably cleanse them. But yeah, I won't go out of my way to get them. So for now we focus on the next main mission here, which is the face of the enemy. Yeah, I reckon so. It seems like in general this game really relies a lot on the side content, with like the documents and the side missions. There's also like quite a lot of side missions, right? I think there's like 47 missions total, and 10 of them are main missions, so yeah. Almost outnumbering them like 4 to 1.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit, god. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing, even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay hiss.
Okay. It's a new mission right there.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
The resonance emitted
I
from
definitely check that out after this next main mission, I think.
variant of the hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother? Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful. Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
Yeah, definitely unlocking more side missions now. But we talked about everything already, it seems, so...
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, definitely swimming in side missions now, that's for sure.
Did you hear that the Hiss prisoner they captured is the director's brother?
Brother? And she brought him here? She's gonna get us all killed.
What if she's working with the Hiss? Isn't it strange she showed up just when they did?
I mean, she has a point, to be fair. So we gotta speak with Dylan on the upper level of the Central Executive here.
Best of luck.
Thought I could maybe elevate myself to the upper level here, but guess we gotta go there.
Lots of interesting data off that subject the Rangers brought.
I can't levitate here apparently.
Voluntarily entered captivity.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
Is there another quest?
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation. That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the Hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Jukebox tokens can be constructed at control points or earned through bureau alerts, board countermeasures, expeditions, and defeating elite enemies. Interesting. I mean, that sounds fun. But it isn't the mission I was tracking here.
See you soon. What's the word, Faden?
They're endangering us by bringing a Hiss in. If Trench was still around, we'd stop us.
Trench was part of the same shadowy group that responsible.
The thunders who distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror of the infinite.
There he is.
Leave your hands.
Dylan the villain.
Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You are
Also brother.
time. The thunders who distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been a near you. You walk as patrol. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunders who distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror.
I gotcha, Harbinger. I mean, that's a decent amount of content, I would say. About 50 hours.
Push the fingers through the surface into the way.
I reckon the main story, like focusing on that, will net you more like 15 to 20 or something.
Hear our words, but you forget. This happens more and more. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunders who distorts you.
That's
Happiness
Dylan.
comes, white pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear
and
me?
red in the eye. Through a
Come
mirror
on,
inverted is
Dylan.
made right.
I'm here.
By the door.
I
Push the
found
fingers
you.
through the surface into the way. You've always been a near you. You walk as patrol.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. In Ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is made right.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
Yeah, I mean, that could be important, I guess, you know. I was thinking the same thing when we started the game, that Jesse is usually a name I associate actually with male. Even though, of course, it can also be used for female.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget. This happens more.
Dylan, I'm not sure if that's a name I would associate with female either, but
This is redacted. Repeat the word.
definitely gives me more of like a male vibe with the name choosing there, you know.
We build each other's
There, it could be, you know, that this is like all happening in Jesse's kind of like head.
with you. All
Maybe she is like a split personality or something. I mean, I'm just reaching here, right? But obviously this has a lot of like surreal elements. And the way she's talking to some of the Burrow members, it almost seems like they're kind of like trying to investigate Jessie and making a study of her, you know, so I don't know. Or maybe Jessie is imagining all of this or something.
The last eight breaks now. The hole in your room is a hole in you. You can't only let you enter the hole in you. You have.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about it.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
You are a worm through time.
He's fine.
Distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and
The voice actor for Dylan makes me think that he's actually Finnish. With some of the accent, it kind of reminded me of
you've always been near you. You want this to be true.
that, so it could definitely be possible, I guess. I mean, there's a few Finnish voice actors in this game, isn't there? Like the janitor, I guess.
In the stains, hardly describes this as redacted.
Okay, does he have another dream?
The name.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house, I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
Okay, I'm sure we're gonna have more opportunities to talk to him later, because it's taking quite some time listening to all the dreams, even if they're quite interesting. But yeah, I reckon we're gonna come back to him, so let's find the prime candidate program. The containment sector.
Watch the place while you're gone.
So we gotta go up to security and then to the right. Mode autopsy. The deceased was a blank-year-old, blank with no significant past medical history. Subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal based on its appearance. During autopsy, its cadaver pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold, an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's high body temperature and undulating torso muscle, presumably but not probably, caused by trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, the rapid retrogression outside of her host body needed to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. Is to go further. Did I miss something? Oh yeah, I did. I cleanse this place right. This thing is like somehow respawning. Why this is like respawning over time. Especially since I can't go back either. Or I get to shoot that wall. Next one here? Yeah. Okay, that did it. Never mind. Oh yeah, Harbinger. Didn't know that it was that quest. Yeah, hopefully with my graphics settings I won't get too low FPS, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Oi! That was nice. Can I shoot? I don't have any gun. You see that? I don't have any gun. I'm not holding a gun. I swear last time we had a bug where I was only having a gun and no character model for Jesse. Now we have a bug where the gun is completely missing and I can't even shoot it. The fuck? What are you doing to me, game? Not like the gun is the most important thing to have in this game. I literally can't shoot. So apparently I had to like switch weapon to make that go away again. But yeah. Really weird. This game definitely has lots of bugs, I've noticed.
To find new prime candidates. The Bureau needs a director. Our future.
hate this enemy. They're just like invisible and teleports everywhere. Invisibility in general, I think, is pretty lame. Now we respawn here or what? But I hate this sometimes. The freaking checkpoints. It's like I made all this way to get to the room. Then I don't get like a checkpoint that sets me like in front of it. No, you get back to the last fast travel station. Doesn't matter how far it is away. Don't tell me I have to like handle more enemies now, because I'm just gonna try to walk past them. Yeah, who needs proper checkpoint system, right? Like, you know, this should be a checkpoint right here. If I could get like a fast travel point or something of that sort, like any kind of like checkpoint would be nice. This place doesn't look weird and crooked whatsoever.
wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. The boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6, and the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here, and I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Really, Harbinger. I had no idea actually that was Alan Wake's voice. It's pretty awesome actually. Got him to work on this game too. I didn't actually recognize it. Didn't fade in transcript. Subject was alone during this outburst. You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. And I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. You have a fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated at 17:53.
After Northmoor stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
And we are P7 or what? But yeah, that seems like a healthy way of coping right there. Yeah, that's true, Harbinger. Makes sense, I guess, if they got him on here as well, but it's kind of cool seeing him like also doing the live action, you know, like acting. Especially given that he's like quite a major character actually in this game too. P6 victim autopsy. Agent killed during blank involving blank, codename P6. Blunt force injuries of the head and neck. Extensive trauma of the abdominal region. Lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso. Fracture of the spinal cord between the L1 and L2 vertebra. Avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right. Blunt force injury of the extremities. Abrasions, lacerations and contusions of the extremities. Dislocations of left and right elbow. Dislocation of left and right knee. Conclusion? After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the blank was contorted through his blank. Jesus. Yeah, Dylan has some aggression, that's for sure. Just a few injuries. So we gotta find the prime candidate program here. I mean, we've been in P6, right, which is one of the prime ones. Maybe I missed something on this side? Close cases.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Hank!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Oh, that's beautiful child entertainment, isn't it? It's kind of fucked up how they seem to have actually abducted children and then showcase this to make them feel better about the situation or something. Like, seriously? Bunch of bastards. Let's have a look into P7 here.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
I mean, yeah, this is about us, right? We are P7, I guess. Oh, I got an outfit. Candidate P7. It's I think the first outfit I've forgotten.
I felt paranoid. I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
This is kind of like a stalking report, I guess, for Jesse. Motherfuckers. We're gonna pay for that. Okay, we did see that one.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
Below a alternative world event shipping manifest. The holospheres don't like material. Vitrified soul, blank pieces of various sizes and colors. Animal carcass, possibly canine. Rusted metal bucket. Leather wallet. 8 shotgun cartridge. All materials go to the investigation sector for further analysis.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
reaching finally fast travel point.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away. There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Okay, so gotta find a way to rotate this thing here. Do we wall? Can I just fly over here? Or I guess the other direction rather.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Yeah. Make it over here, but can't go through the gate. Okay, so we got rid of those things, but where do we gotta interact with to make it rotate for? That's the question. could have to do with this thing here. Maybe I gotta trap it somewhere. Ah, bridge operator. Okay. Workchat teeth. Guess we just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes. Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. It is. Okay, so how do we operate the bridge then? Over here? Jeez, what is the damage with like one freaking hit? I hate these enemies so much. Can't put it in words. Freaking invisible and just like almost one-shotting you completely. Airplane Evaluation Order. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of blank, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the blank alternative world event. See case file blank for details. It is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access blank for more information on tunnel blank and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and blank. See file 412-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for blank, and initial readings have been taken by research team, or no altered status has yet been detected. Hey there. Ordinary Turn to Word event stage 1A. The first sight was a room with dirty wallpaper and dots on the shelf. There were lots of dots. The house was empty, no one lived there. We played in there for a lot. It was our secret playhouse. I went to school with Neo. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neo. Likely Neo Husenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, likely from Tom Barlow missing. And his gang Freddy, like Frederick Bartwell missing. Hugo, note 1 by his name, was found in public records, bullied him. He brought Neo to the dump to play. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Designation. House. No worries, Harbinger. I'll catch you when you get back, dude.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If you found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. But this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. That's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Fort Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
Ordinary summary. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary caused by an object of power, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimension. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, see P6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. A team led by the Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had in it, but the team had found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews blank and prime candidate program files blank. Well then, I guess this confirms that Dylan and Jesse aren't the same? Maybe? Who knows? But yeah, they did have a look into multiple dimensions, for it seems, and send the other persons from a village there, or town.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Ordinary stage 1B. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. The crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams of everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neo was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. When Tom beat the secret out of Neo and found the projector, he and his goons took it. We thought Neo had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow.
See what they had on ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Stage 4. So I kind of like recreated, I guess, what's happened maybe?
the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
Damn. So I guess that kind of confirms my suspicion that Jesse indeed does have mental problems, most likely. I mean, it's a question of, you know, can we believe her or what happened ordinary to be true, or if it's something that she's actually imagining. I mean, it's not like the game has given us a definitive answer or anything, it's more like something we have to interpret ourselves here. I mean, I'm inclined to believe that there's truth about her story, but maybe not in the way that we see it happening in the game, you know? Maybe it's part real, part of her imagination. Which would make sense given that this game is very much a surreal kind of game. Ordinary supplement. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden, see interviews blank and blank for relevant information, and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example: DF claims there were 8 slides for the projector. JF mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides, or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this Eternal World event will be investigated in the containment sector.
You mentioned...
moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. Pretty unbelievable, Jesse. Maybe you're imagining things. Dump cessation of work order. The order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the blank department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the slide projector, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. It's funny, that kind of works actually.
We should check that lab.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
I was wondering when this mission would actually end, because that was like, I think, the longest mission so far. But definitely also because of all the extra conversations you had and multimedia stuff and documents and all that, you know. My person WhatsApp 4 actually. Maybe I should take care of that actually. Let's have a quick look over here. Maybe I should dismantle the level 1 ones actually. Just gonna make a bit of space here.
Dylan's a lost cause. I know I struggled to see this, but we've contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall back when it was just one person. So many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon. Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Interesting. We didn't see that first part of this actually, so that was new. And we also have a new hotline. Oh, I think I kind of missed which one it was. This one, maybe? I mean, sounded new. I think that was it. I love this ambient music right here. Okay, never mind. We got combat music now. I could probably also get rid of my weapon mods actually and dismantle some of them. Now that I think about it. Okay, so let's have a look at the mission tab here, because phase of the enemy quest is now officially finished. Yeah, we got quite a few missions now actually. Finish Tango being the next main mission. Then we have Langston's Runaways, where we have to cleanse. We have Old Friends, where we have to defeat the like Erish's old squad mates. That's again something I would treat as like a passive quest, I think, because if we come across them, we come across them, I guess. But we got those two quests here, Old Grove and Put Record On, which are kind of like single target storylines. So I think I want to do one of those missions before we go ahead and go back to the main story here. I'm gonna start with Old Grove. Jesse learns of the active threshold below Central Research and the researcher named Dr. Underhill working there. Just gotta find fast travel station here. Oh, look at that, we actually have enough ability points now to get the multi-launch ability. Finally. Auto launch up to 3 objects. Energy now recovers while holding launch objects. Awesome. So that's the launch fully upgraded now. Let's go ahead and increase our levitation duration because I think that's the ability I want to focus on next actually. Nice. And yeah, we have jukebox tokens apparently. Like I could get more of those. Could also get a new weapon form apparently. We can upgrade the Shatter or the Fierce. Fierce is the one I'm currently using, isn't it? I have a Pierce. I mean, that's like my favorite weapon pretty much. So how, yeah, we're gonna upgrade this for sure. Awesome. If we had 2 more corrupted samples, we could upgrade this even further actually. We could also upgrade the constructs level here. That's that. We could even do it one more time with one of the corrupted samples here. Sure thing. Okay, so we gotta go to the research sector and to Underhill's lab. It doesn't mark it here, I guess. Let's just go to the central research, I guess. Yeah, we're looking for below central research here. Alive is kind of random. You can find some information about that in this document here. Song questionnaire. Auditory experience 84C, Pools of a Fall, My Dark Disquiet. If a song elicited any particular memories, if so elaborate. Did you at any point feel strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? Please choose one from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burn out or fade away. Another Pools of a Fall reference here with that song, which I think is also a band you could hear in Alan Wake, I think, in the radio stations. That's our first like music multimedia power here. I mean, I was kind of like under central research there, wasn't I? We have to go down here. Could be, I guess. Pit.
Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have.
Excuse me?
I still wouldn't.
Are you lost? Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
Any samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Like 5 mode samples.
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
Okay, that sounds like another kind of like fetch quest slash go to, you know, like 5 different places kinda.
Thanks for the information.
There's been quite a lot of those.
My pleasure.
I mean, we're all in the active threshold area, right? So at least that should put them next to each other.
Could be better. I should requisition another.
Let's see.
The fluorescent.
So in the active threshold area, huh? Why doesn't this play? I'm supposed to go like on the map. Okay, honestly, I'm not sure if I want to be doing this right now.
I suppose there are benefits to an emergency.
If it's just like a fetch quest pretty much for now. And if it also doesn't like show me where I'm supposed to be going either. You know, usually even if it's like in a unveiled area, you get like a mission marker there or something. But now I would have to like basically locate all of the areas to find the active threshold area, I guess. And I don't think I want to be doing that right now.
I hate guard duty down here.
This is nothing. Clocks? No bathroom.
That's a very annoying quest. Oh yeah? I guess then I want to be doing it even less. But hey, we're done with the first part of it, so I'm gonna make a stream marker here. And we can pick up with it at a later point maybe. If I come to the active threshold area naturally. Yeah, that's fair, Harbinger. I appreciate the no spoilers and the heads up. And I thought we had like a fast travel station here. Isn't that usually the sound for it? Maybe it's below us? Nope. Bit of an overkill, you could say, but there was some frustration there. Okay, so can I just get like a fast travel point or an elevator or something like that? I mean, there's supposed to be like a fast travel point right over there somewhere. Oh, come on, seriously? Can't climb it? Okay. There it is. So what I want to be doing is I want to go for the next main story here, and that is FINNISH TANGO. Search for the slide projector in dimensional research. Oh yeah, so we can actually stay where we are, I guess.
I've been fielding questions.
The astral plane. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. Her predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the blank and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold in the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge.
Recently, regarding HRAs, what are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Oh, fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Oh, that's one sturdy projectable wall there. I'm not gonna read this out loud, I'm just gonna read it for myself.
Constantly changing lab. I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of
Rose, contact the janitor if you need to get through.
Broken? How many dead ends can this place have? We need to find Ahti. Ranger buddies. I should find the others. There's no Ahti. Where?
Now this boy left, said the son of Annikki Tähti. My assistant will keep work in the glove and the house standing. Lomille lomps, holiday humps.
How can anyone even get out of here while the building's sealed? Let alone go on a holiday.
I honestly feel that these songs are kinda random, to be honest. I mean, I get it, you know, like, they really love that Finnish, like, music in general, and especially that Finnish band Ports of the Fall. I'm not sure if that's them, to be honest, but, for me it more seems like, okay, yeah, this is the music we like as a developer, and we put it into the game, but I'm not sure if it has any of a kind of like meaning for the game itself or the story. I mean, maybe it has to the janitor, because, you know, the janitor's Finnish. That could be the case, I guess.
Oh, wait.
Trying really hard not to spoil anything, waiting for me to discover things on my own. Some require one of the DLCs, sadly. I gotcha. That's fair. Like invisible lady again? What's happening here? I hate invisible enemies so freaking much. You see that? Like, I'm literally moving and stuff and I can't see where it's coming from and I'm just getting killed by that shit. Citizen. Hey, the Bastard, welcome in. And thank you for the point contribution there to the Valhalla Stealth Challenge. How are you today? But yeah, thank you, Harbinger. I appreciate the no spoilers, because I definitely would love to find out, I guess, myself. But definitely waiting for the game to fill me in, I guess. But if it requires one of the DLCs, then I won't be finding out either way, because I don't have any of the DLC and I won't be playing them either in this playthrough at least, so yeah. Is attacking me here? Watch this game's played through a couple of times, but you swear you still don't get any of the story. I don't blame you, Busted, because it's definitely written in a way where they don't really want to give you too many answers, it seems. I mean, I definitely have theories and stuff, but it's not like the game has confirmed many of them yet, you know. So it's definitely, I guess, a game that also doesn't want to be entirely understood into like every detail. It's, at least it seems to me that's the case. So close to 100k points contributed. You just spent 200. Oh yeah, so 2/3 through the challenge there. That's awesome. Yeah, at 66% race right now. Nice. Okay.
Tää rannikkoasemalla tänään. Kutua. Näkyvyys yli 20. Voidaan 15. Selkeää yli 20. Helsinki Katajuluoto 18. Eteläkaakko 4. Yli 20. Bogaskär 17. Kaakko 3. Melkein selkeä. Yli 20. Russarö 18. Kuusi. Yli 20. Lista 16. Etelä 5. Puolityylistä. Yli 20. Uuttyö 18. Etelä 3. Melkein selkeää. Yli 20. Nyhan 17.
Oh. I mean, I did get the keys right. Why can't I open up the usual room here? That's the question.
Melkein selkeä. Yli 20. Rauha 6 Jaskari 16. Loukas 5. Selkeä. Yli 20. Mäntyluoto 20. Kaakko 2. Puolipilvistä. Yli 20. Poikipää 18. Luode 4. Melkein selkeä. Yli 20. Valassaaret 15. Etelä 6, selkeää, yli 20. Pietarsaari missään, 14, Etelä-Lounas 6, selkeää, yli 20.
Maybe I have to turn off all of the radios again or something?
Selkeää, yli 20.
I reckon that might be it.
16, 4, melkein selkeä, yli 20. Sitten vielä meriveden korkeus. Tänään kello 8. Kemi, miinus 20. Oulu, miinus 16. Pietarsaari, miinus 16. Vaasa, miinus 20. Miinus 20. Turku, miinus 22. Hanko, miinus 16. Helsinki,
Where's this coming from?
18. Ja Kotka,
Ah, oh.
23.
Maybe there was another radio. Never mind. So hopefully... I still can't get in there? Why? I mean, I've been getting the keys and everything. That's usually your way to get... into the room.
Ajoittain noin 10 metriä sekunnissa. Illalla tuuli heikko. Kutuista. Hyvä. Ajoittain noin 14 metriä sekunnissa.
And I can't attack with this radio either, so...
Iltapäivällä ja illalla suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa. Yöstä alkaen tuuli tyyntyy. Hyvä näkyvyys. Selkämeren näkyvyys. Selkämeren pohjoisosa, merenkurkku ja perämeri suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta 3-6. Sää rannikkoasemilla tänään kello 11. Kotka rankki 16 asti. Näkyvyys yli 20 kilometriä. Kalvoda on 15.
Okay, this is one weird puzzle. I don't get it.
Helsinki Katajaluoto 18. Eteläkaakko 4.
Especially since I already got the keys, right? Like, what's the point now of interacting with the radios if I can't open up the door that the keys are supposed to open? I mean, it's not a bug, is it? It's been something I've been asking myself a couple of times with this game already, if it's like a bug or not.
Nyham 17. Kaakko 4. Selkeä. Yli 20. Kotka Sandön 20. Märket 19. Kaakko Etelä 4. Selkeä. Yli 20. Rauma Kuuska-Jaskari 16. Lounas 5. Selkeää. Yli 20. Ämpyrö 20. Kaakko 2. Puolipilvistä. Yli 20. Poikipää 18. Luode 4. Melkein selkeä. Yli 20. Valassaari 16. Etelä 6. Selkeää. Yli 20. Pietarsaari Missäär 14. Etelä-Lounas 6. Yli 20. Ulkopallo 14. Yli 20. Hailuoto, tuuli mitattu Marjaniemestä 16.
Ja Kemi 1 Sitten vielä meriveden korkeus. Tänään kello 8.
I mean, the radio on the windowsill is like the one that all the rooms kind of like share, right?
Pietarsaari -16. Vaasa.
Like we have it here, only here it's like turned off. And it's only here. So it's turned off there.
-16. Helsinki.
Then we have one on the windowsill and one on the table end over there.
Ja tähän tämä sääsijoitus päättyy. Tänään kello 12. Odotettavissa huomiseen keskipäivään asti. Aluksi kaakon ja etelän välistä tuulta. Yöstä
Then we got this one hidden there. But yeah, we also have one on the windowsill.
Illalla tuuli heikkenee. Utuista hyvä näkyvyys. Etelän ja lounaan välistä tuulta 5–12. Ajoittain noin 14 metriä sekunnissa. Myöhemmin iltapäivällä ja illalla suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta. Hyvä näkyvyys. Selkämeren eteläosa 6–10 metriä sekunnissa. Yöllä tuuli.
This puzzle doesn't even make any sense, does it?
Hyvä näkyvyys. Selkämeren pohjoisosa.
I mean, I got the freaking keys. Let me open up the door. Like, what are the keys for if I can't use them, right?
Hyvä näkyvyys.
I mean, surely I don't need 2 sets of keys to open up one door, do I? So one door I should be able to open.
Tyyttä.
Which one?
Näkyvyys yli 20 kilometriä. Kalboida Grund 15, selkeää yli 20. Helsinki Karajo 18, Etelä-Kaakko 4, Utuoki.
After you had to use a guide for some of these puzzles, but you don't remember bugs. Fair enough. I guess my question would be, if you have already found the keys, shouldn't you be able to open up the door? Also like a puzzle where you have to find like a second set of keys or something. Because I've already have gotten the keys out of here, right? Like I kind of saw one of the puzzles which destroyed like the enemy car like stuff that was in here. So I've found a way to get inside this room and get the key, but then I couldn't use the key, which is honestly weird. Yeah, I have no idea if that's like meant to be or not. I think I'm actually gonna try to restart and see if it changes anything. Yeah, fair enough, Harbinger. I don't blame you. Another game is like, your last checkpoint was 20 minutes ago. Are you fucking kidding me, right? It doesn't save. It even says traverse the Ocean View Motel. And I'm not in the Ocean View Motel. Are you shitting me? The game is actually bugged out, isn't it? It's like saying traverse the Ocean View Motel and I'm not inside the fucking Ocean View Motel. Dude. I have no idea even where I'm supposed to go now. Especially since I spawn all the way back here, right? Like, this is where... Fuck this. Like, honestly. What are these freaking checkpoints in the game? Okay, made it back there. Yeah, I don't know, whenever I play a game for the first time, I try to stay far away from any kind of guides, to be honest. Like, I always want to try to figure out it myself, I guess. But, yeah. I guess the game should just work as intended, you know. Give you like proper checkpoints or like still mark something on your map instead of saying traverse the Ocean View Motel when you're not even in there. So this was just kind of like to get back out of the Ocean View Motel then? Or... Okay.
Wait.
Just make the right choices and hit the right buttons and off hard. Hey there, Stanley. Welcome in. Yeah, pretty much that right. You just gotta play the game right. Game you like. As you can see, so there's this thing in here. We gotta kinda destroy it to get the key. So what I've been doing is I've been going in here and turning on all the radios, I guess. And going back to the reception. Hit the bell one more time. Over here. Turn on these radios. And that destroys the thing in there. So I go back, hit the reception bell one more time. Go in this room and there's a freaking key. As you can see. So I have a key. I should be able to open up the door. But I can't. Can't use the light switch either. Can't attack with this radio. I did also try to turn off like all of the radios too. Third favorite German, Stanley. Oh, I descended downward ranking quite fast.
Kotka Sandön 20, Pyytä selkeää. Market 19, Kaakko-Etelä 4, melkein selkeää.
I don't blame you, Stanley. I mean, I'm fully offended by that, you know. Like, how could you?
5, selkeää. Yli 20.
So all the radios are off now. I go back here and the door still can't be opened. I still can't use the light switch. Like, what are the keys for? You know, I can't interact with any of these doors. Can't open up this. Oh. Whoops. So the thing is, I didn't even bother checking this door, because every time we went in the Ocean View Motel, we always open up this door, like every single time. Didn't even realize there was a door. Yeah, I guess I can open the janitor's door. Fair enough. Gotta be shitting me. I totally hoed Ava and she didn't do anything. Now I'm freaking dead again. Because the game was just like, yeah, you can't fly. What the fuck? Why? I'm literally just holding the A button, which is supposed to make me fly in like 90% of other cases. And then when I want to go like in on the platform, it doesn't work. Freaking hell. I'm just getting slightly annoyed by this game.
There's something up ahead. Do you see it?
Viikingit saatana. Ei kestänyt ruottalaiselle ykset kunnolla. Hey, girl. For a Finn, holidays holy.
Ahti?
Did you miss me? Did you have piss in your sock? Yes. No. Bark don't make a wound. You did good. Take my cassette player. You can borrow it. The song is a present from my friends to you. It will get you through the maze so you can do your job.
Did that really just happen? Of course it did. He gave me his cassette player. It'll get me through the maze, huh? The janitor always has the keys.
Well then, got a music player. Exciting. Perkele, put your music sound to max, please. Oh yeah? Why is that Harbinger? But yeah, it is already on 4 in this game. Didn't actually touch the audio settings in this game. Kinda wonder how far this room actually reaches. It's an unmapped area, right? So I guess there's like, yeah, that's the end. It's pretty cool actually, I like this room. Looks almost endless. Okay, Harbinger, so like in the next main mission then. That's fair. Yeah, that's another main mission done, which means we're now 2 main missions away from finishing the main story, I guess. But yeah, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna call it here for today, because I've been having a pretty bad case of allergies, and yeah, I feel like this is like a good amount of content left for like another full stream of this. So we can still kind of like do some side missions and still finish the last 2 main missions as well in like one session. But yeah, it's gonna be what I would call it today for Control, now that this main mission is also done. But yeah, that means that we will probably finish this game next week on either Monday or Tuesday. And then we can fully concentrate on Ghost of Tsushima and Valhalla once the community challenge is done for that. But yeah, for today this shall do. So let's go ahead and quit the menu here. And then we're gonna have a look to see who's online and who we can rate today. Let's have a look. Also Stanley, thank you also for the point contribution there to Valhalla. Appreciate it. Which means we're now at 67% complete and about 48,000 points away. Yeah, I think next week we're probably gonna get there. And hey Verod. This is awkward. I was like literally about to wanting to raid to you. Not knowing that you actually finish your stream yourself. But hey, I guess we can find a raid target together then, shall we? Hey there Stanley, long time no see. How's it going? But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Rod. I really appreciate it. How was your stream with Tomb Raider 3? I hope you had a good time. Beat you to it with a quick draw. Yeah, the stream was pretty good. We are now 2 missions away from finishing Control. And also did another side mission as well. So yeah, I did some decent progress, I guess, for about 3 hours of streaming. This one main mission was definitely quite long. The one where you kind of like talk to Dylan, and he kind of like tells you more about his dreams and the past, and you kind of like get to find out that you have been a prime candidate yourself, I guess. So there's some pretty major reveals, I guess, and some very intriguing story moments. But yeah, I'm having kind of like a bad case of allergies today, which is why I'm kind of like cutting the stream a bit shorter today. So I can get a bit more of a rest for next time. But I feel like with now 2 main missions left and like a few more side missions, we can definitely get this done in like 1 more stream session. So yeah, that's the plan. But it went pretty good and definitely also had some fun. But also some frustrations because we had like some bugs happening, I guess, and then some stuff where I got kind of like stumped, I guess. So yeah. The checkpoint system isn't the most forgiving either, right? Since you always get set back to the last fast travel station instead of like the last major thing that might have been saved. So yeah, that's always something to consider too with this game, you know, like how far you're actually getting set back sometimes. Rod went pretty well, although you accidentally skipped a cutscene after finishing the first level, but didn't realize until you finished the second level. So reloaded the save you had before the final level ended and showed the scene to provide people context of the cutscene after the second level. I gotcha. I hate when that happens, you know, when you like accidentally press a button and it's like cutscene skipped. And there's like no way to rewatch it either in the game sometimes. But that's good, you could reload the save and you know, but still like showcase that. Because you definitely don't wanna, you know, miss out on anything important story-wise. Especially if it's like a cutscene. I still remember when I first played Witcher 3 and I've gotten to the point where Geralt has the memory of Ciri escaping the crones of Crookback Bog. And it's like a very important cutscene, right? Because I want to find out what actually happened to Ciri, and I've accidentally pressed the skip button. And yeah, all of it was lost on me. Felt bad. But thankfully I remembered not to do that in my like proper second playthrough of the game at least. Yeah, I was kind of like in the mode where I skip, like because I was streaming that at the time was like 2017 actually, so before I actually started streaming. I was kind of like in a mode where I just read the dialogue and I was like skipping it forward, right? Kind of like make it go by a bit faster, because I was reading it faster than they were telling it. And yeah, I wasn't realizing that the skip button skipped like the entire cutscene instead of just the dialogue. So kind of made sure not to do that anymore. Robert's excellent progress. You think you will get it done in another stream for sure? I want to make you work for it. I definitely do. Gives me kind of like GTA 4 flashbacks with the checkpoint system there. Or I guess that's definitely more severe since you gotta like drive all the way through Liberty City and then listen to like another 5-minute dialogue and stuff. You're thinking, something is missing. Oh shit, you've done that with Skyrim 2 with dialogue. Yeah. Sometimes if you have like a very dialogue heavy game and you're not like showcasing it but only playing it for yourself, it can of course be a bit different sometimes. But yeah, I reckon you won't be opposed, Rod, if we go ahead and raid Lucinda together then. She's actually playing some Plague Tale Requiem today, continuing that game. And yeah, no worries of a shout out either, Rod. More than happy to give you one. And yeah, for anybody that hasn't actually come with a raid, I mean, I'm sure most of you know Rod by now. But if you haven't, then definitely go ahead and check out his channel too, because he's also a really big fan of this game. But also other Remedy games as well, like Alan Wake and Quantum Break, of course. He's also a massive fan of Tomb Raider and Assassin's Creed, which you can see him play regularly on his channel too. So yeah, if you would like to catch that and unique kind of like playthroughs of WoW series as well, then definitely go ahead and check it out. But yeah, for now though, we're gonna go and raid out to Lucinda and see how she's doing today with Plague Tale. So let's set up the raid here. And yeah, you know the drill. If you wanna come along with a raid and say hello to Lucinda, there's some raid emotes you can copy and paste if you like. And yeah, the next stream you will see from me will be tomorrow with more of Ghost of Tsushima and our New Game Plus playthrough. So yeah, I will catch you guys then, and for now over at Lucinda's. So yeah, until next time, I hope you all have a great rest of the day. And thanks again for joining for this one as well. Until next time.